to Infinity Highway. Greetings from Gregory, South Dakota, out here on Highway 47 southbound. Where we have just departed the I-90 eastbound as we're making our way en route down to Norfolk, Nebraska with a load of, what the hell are we hauling? Talc. Big old bags of talc that we picked up back in Three Forks, Montana yesterday afternoon. About 43 and a half or 44,000 pounds worth. Basically, we made our way eastbound on the 90 and then started heading southbound back out of Billings. Well, actually, it was more eastbound than it was southbound on the 212, which was a pretty cool section of highway. Of course, a lot of it we did in the evening time when it was dark out and stuff, and camped out at a way station last night. We got up this morning, got underway about 7:30 or 8 o'clock, something like that, mountain time, and found ourselves in a foggy Montana this morning, and then made our way back onto the 90 and we crossed over through the northeastern corner of Wyoming out of Montana and then down in South Dakota and joined up with the 90 through South Dakota and found ourselves in a very windy South Dakota. And it's still quite windy out, but either it's a headwind right now or it's not as strong as it was, but it's still pretty windy out here as we make our way down this two-laner, which, I don't know, I'm hoping this doesn't bite me in the ass here, because I had a couple options. And we'll say option B. We took option A. Option A we already did. Option A being that we took the 90 out to the 47, which we're on, and started making our way down to Nebraska. Option B would have been to stay on the 90 for about another 120 miles. And then take Route or US, I think it was 81, and head basically like due south down to Norfolk, Nebraska. And what I mean when I say that I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass is, well, out here in South Dakota, our merchant card, our fuel merchant card, only works at particular locations, okay? The TAs, the Petros, and a handful of other locations across the country. And I have a book in here that I can refer to if I need to find some place to fuel up. And so anyways, like I said, there's not very many places in South Dakota that take our card. There's like no TAs or Petros. At least not along the 90 there isn't. I don't know if there is at all. And well, so I'm basically down to exactly enough fuel to make it the exact amount of miles that I have to get down to Norfolk, where there is a fuel station down there in Norfolk. Now, if I had taken option B, Max, jeez, dog, knock it off. Sorry about that. He's just bugging. I don't know. He's panicking. He's panicking probably because I'm panicking a little bit. So option B, like I said, if I continued on 990, made my way out to the 81, there's a fuel mart out there that I know takes our card. I've fueled there before, last time I went to South Dakota. But I was like, you know what? I kind of want to take the 47. I don't necessarily want to go all the way out to the 81. I'm pretty sure I can make it. I have exactly a quarter of a tank. I have basically exactly 200, I think it was like 20 miles or maybe 218 miles by the time I was getting off the 90 back there. And basically in this truck, I can get about 250 miles per quarter tank, roughly, so about 1,000 miles for a full tank. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really like to push it more than 1,000. So I'm sitting there looking at the gas gauge, and I'm like, it's right there at the quarter tank mark. What the hell? Let's just go for it. If push comes to shove, I can stop someplace along the way, on this route, and just use cash. So we go ahead. I take the exit, hop on the 47, and it's just beautiful. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Right? We were going through some valleys and stuff that were just kind of really spectacular. Hence why I brought you in. But so I'm telling you, within 2 to 3, maybe 5 miles of getting off the I-90 just now, I look down and the quarter tank goes down to 1/8 of a tank instantaneously. I'm not kidding you. It just goes shunk. Now I got my light coming on from my low level, my low fuel level and stuff. I'm like, you gotta be effing kidding me. You just gotta be joking. I don't know. Sometimes I think that the universe is playing a joke on me. Yeah. So, whatever. We got 184 miles to go down there to Norfolk. Let's go ahead and check in here real quick. Before I forget. Wow, look at this. We got now Saturday, October 23rd, 2021. We have crossed over into Central Time once again. And the time is, as I speak, 3:30 in the PM. Imagine that. 3:30. Wow. 53 degrees outside, and as I said, windy. It's a windy. Elevation about 1,800 feet. So we've descended in elevation quite a bit since we started off this morning at about 3,800 feet. And as I said, we got 180 some odd miles to go out there to Norfolk with, just over 1/8 of a tank. Like, yeah, just over 1/8 of a tank. I'm in the red. The needle is in the red. It's just, it's an uncomfortable feeling. It's going to make things a little bit stressful. Watching it fluctuate, go up and down as the fuel sloshes around in the tanks. done this before. This isn't the first time that we've tested the sludge at the bottom of the tank to see how it'll run the engine here. Typically, as soon as this truck, just because I know that the fuel gauge kind of fluctuates, and so it's kind of uncomfortable. So typically, the minute that this truck is at a quarter tank, I'm looking for fuel. I'm pulling off at my next available fuel stop. You know, I'm typically planning my next fuel stop just before it reaches the quarter tank. So that way, when it does get down to a quarter tank, I know that I'm gonna find some place to stop. I've been watching it all day today. Like, okay, where am I gonna stop for fuel? There's no place in South Dakota at all. Can we make it to Norfolk? And well, we're going for it. So yeah, that's the deal. And this load that we're hauling, as I said, we're hauling a bunch of talc that we picked up back there at Three Forks. And on the work order, it was giving me a delivery appointment or schedule for Monday, the 25th at like noon or something like that. Maybe 8. I forget what it was. Maybe like between 8 and noon or something. I forget. And so today being Saturday, well, I had called the boss yesterday and I told him, I was like, so am I supposed to just like, am I supposed to deliver this on Monday or can we deliver it on the weekend? He said he was going to call the receiver today and see if they were open on the weekend. According to their website, they are. But he did try calling them today and nobody picked up. So we're not sure what we're going to get when we get down there. If we're going to be able to. Their website said they're open between 7:30 and 4, 7 days a week. We're not going to make it there by 4 o'clock today. So it's yet to be seen whether we're going to be able to deliver tomorrow or wait till Monday. I kind of get the feeling we're going to have to wait till Monday. But I do have a 34-hour reset that I'm going to need to take pretty soon. I only got about 12 and a half hours left on my 70-hour cycle. So if we get down there today, our ETA is for right about 7 p.m. and hang out somewhere down there in Norfolk overnight, probably at a location where I'll be fueling. And then whatever, take our reset tomorrow, make our delivery on Monday, and then I believe I'll be getting sent home. Because it's coming up on 4 weeks. It'll be 4 weeks tomorrow, I think, that I've been out. I think it was a Monday that I started back to work, you know, so Sunday will be 4 weeks. So I think I should be sent home on Monday and have about a 2-day drive out of Nebraska back to the yard out in Pittsburgh, California. Something like that, I guess. It's funny, you know, as Max matures more and more, you know, he's actually, his birthday is the 31st of this month, October 31st, he was born last year. So his first birthday is coming up. And, you know, as he matures more and more from a puppy into a dog, it's funny watching how he becomes more and more aware of certain things. You know, he's become aware of birds and stuff. He barks when he sees big metal planes, you know, big metal birds, we call them airplanes, go through the sky, you know, he notices those. But the thing that he's been noticing more and more over the last few days, especially as we go through farmlands and ranches and stuff, being that he is an Australian cattle dog, as we're driving by some of these fields that have cows in them, he sees the cows, and he gets really, like his attention, you know, goes way up. He sees them out there, like, and it's just in their blood. They recognize them things. You know, they're like, I'm supposed to go do something with that cow. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. He's like, I need to look. We need to pull off, and I need to go bark at those cows. I think. I bark at everything else. I bark at every freaking human face that I see. I bark at every other dog that I see. But it just isn't right. There's something wrong with it. You know, he's like, but those cows, I'm pretty sure that feels right. He's like, or those sheep over there. Maybe let's go try barking at them. He barks at me enough. He barks at his chicken in here. You know, the other thing that he goes nuts over is his hind feet. He will sit there like with his chicken. He'll go bananas over his chicken. But his hind feet, like his hind feet will like twitch, and it'll freak him out. And he'll sit there for half an hour arguing with his hind paws, his back paws. And he'll sit there and be twitching, and he'll just freak out on him. It's pretty funny. It's like a dog chasing its tail, but it's different. He'll actually bite his paws. And I'm like, dude, shut up. So yeah, so maybe some cows would do it for him. Maybe one of these days I'll find a cool rancher at home, where I live back in Bodega Bay, Cali. There's a lot of farmland and ranchers and stuff. People got cows and sheep and horses and all that. Maybe I'll just go give them away. Maybe I'll just go let them hang out on a ranch for a couple of weeks or something. Do what it's in his nature to do instead of sitting in his truck parking at his own feet. Yep. So, anyways, there you go. You're about to fall off here, so I'm going to put you down, and we'll talk to you all shortly. Here in a minute. That's it. Welcome to the town of Gregory here in South Dakota. And we're going to be basically pulling off into the first fuel station that we see that will
in 1/4 mile, turn left on US 18.
That will accommodate a big truck, and throwing whatever cash we got in the truck in there. I think I got like 40 or 60 bucks in the petty cash box.
US 18.
Well, there's this one right here. It's a Sinclair, but
turn left on US 18.
I think there's a Conoco or something coming up in a minute.
Continue on US 18.
I said we'll pull into the first one we see, and I just passed the first two that we saw. Yeah, we're still doing all right. We still got about 100 miles, maybe 120 miles still left in the tank. So my plan is, I think there's a Conoco in about 51 miles we'll pull into, and then there's another Sinclair after that. Those ones back there are pretty small, pretty tight. Yep, anyways, there you go. That was down to Gregory. Talk to you all later. Yep, that's where we're at. Oh my gosh. So, you remember when I said I'm going to pull into the first fuel station that will accommodate a big truck, and I passed two up? Yeah. Well, that's where I'm at now as a result, with 104 miles to go down to Norfolk. And yeah, I don't know. It's getting a little bit stressful. I mean, that's a lot of fuel for a big truck. I mean, no doubt about it. That still will get me quite a ways. But we just went through the town of Spencer, now here in Nebraska, on US 281, and I had pre-selected a Conoco that was back there in Spencer, and it was not the sort of fuel station that would accommodate a big truck. I mean, maybe it would accommodate a big truck without a trailer. But yeah, it didn't appear to be the kind of place that I wanted to try and wiggle my way through with a big trailer in tow. So, yep, I should have stopped when I said I was going to stop way back there, or whatever town that was, back in South Dakota. Just put my cash on hand in the tanks, and I didn't. So, whatever. I'm paying the price for it right now in nerve-wracking. Yep, it's a little nerve-wracking. I just don't like running this low, especially not out in the middle, kind of like on a little highway like this. You run out of fuel on a little highway like this, and there's not even like a shoulder to pull off on. So I mean, honestly, I believe that the fuel that I have in the tanks will get us to where we need to go. I actually do believe that it will. I just don't want to find out that it won't. That's all. So, yeah. I just don't want to find out the hard way that it won't. Nebraska River. Here we go. This is an interesting bridge. It's like a valley. That's a trip. Wish I could pull over and throw the dog in there. Well, actually, that one's moving pretty good. Yeah, I don't want to throw him in that one. Huh. That is an interesting bridge. So yeah, welcome to Nebraska, the good life. We're about, I don't know, 5 or 10 miles now south of the state line in Nebraska here. .55 degrees outside. Elevation is all about 1,600 feet. And the time is just about 5 p.m. now. Whatever this next town is, it's coming up in about 22 miles. There's a Sinclair up there. Hopefully the Sinclair will accommodate a big truck. I don't know. It seems that typically they will, but not every time. Not if it's like in a kind of tight-knit town. I just don't know. So anyways, I just have to laugh. Yeah, you'll be the first to know once we get this here sorted out. So we'll talk to y'all in a bit. Okay, here we go. This dumb, stupid little dog of mine. He should be roadkill right now. And what I mean by that is,
Continue on US 20.
we just stopped over here at this place called Cubby's, so I could do as I mentioned before and put some fuel in the tanks. And he was dying to get out. You know, he had to go poo poo. So right there where we just parked, where we're just pulling out away from, you know, I got him out. And the thing is in this neck of the woods, there is a lot of cattle trucks. And you know, so you got a whole bunch of them all parked over there. You can hear the cows mooing and stuff, you know, out of the back of the trucks. And I don't know, it seemed reasonable enough to me that I could get Max out off the leash. And I did, and everything went so far so good until it was time to go get back in the truck. And well, he goes darting off in front of the truck, not at the cows, but for people. He saw a couple drivers come walking out, and he just went darting out in front of the truck, right across the driveway. You know, I mean, it's like watching a kid, you know, go run out into the middle of the street after a ball without looking both ways for traffic, you know. And it was just like that. If a truck had been coming through there, he was done. Dumb, stupid little dog, and he just doesn't listen. He just darts off, and there's nothing I can do or say to get him to not do it. Nothing. So a lot of the time that'll happen, and he'll be on the leash, you know, and he'll go running off this 26-foot retractable leash that I have, and he'll meet the end of it, you know, and get tugged backwards, and I'll say, "See, that's why you're on a leash." And well, he just proved to me that I can't trust him off the leash at all. Still, it's unfortunate. I mean, just a puppy. So yeah, we're lucky to still have Max in the truck with us right now. But anyways, so all that said, we are now departing the town of O'Neill, Nebraska here on US 20. And I can breathe a sigh of relief. We have a quarter tank back now. Put $100 in, and yeah, we got plenty of fuel to get where we're going, plus some. So it was getting bad. It was actually down like on the very bottom mark on the E. By the time we were pulling in there, I was like, man, I don't know. I just said I believe we have enough to get to where we're going, and it went down after I said that. Like, I mean, within a minute after me saying I believe we got enough to get down there, I watched the needle go from 1/8 of a tank down to the very E mark, and I'm going, you gotta be kidding me. So, whatever, we got 76 miles to go, and yeah, quarter tank, that's enough for quite a bit, so. I don't know, the fuel gauge on this truck, it's just kind of weird. I don't know, it doesn't give you a very accurate reading of what you have in there. So yeah, things can get a little stressful. So time is now 6 p.m. 54 degrees as we leave the town of O'Neill. About about 1,900 foot elevation, and you're about to fall. We'll try to save you here. We're trying to save you before you fall into the pit. One thing after another, I'm telling you. Infinity Highway is just losing its shit. It really is. It's just losing its mind. It's losing everything. And well, interestingly enough, where we're going to go camp out for the night is another Cubby's. And what's even more interesting about that is, like I said, we just left Cubby's and we used cash to get our fuel to get down to the Cubby's in Norfolk, which accepts our card, apparently. So I'm not sure I understand how that works. Like that, say one Cubby's over here in O'Neill won't accept your card, but the Cubby's down to Norfolk will. I don't know why that is, but that's the way it is. You know, what can you do? I mean, it's like this. There's a Sinclair fuel back in Lodi, California, which is pretty nearby our yard out in Pittsburgh. And our card works at that Sinclair. Well, Sinclairs are, you know, pretty well all over the country. I mean, I'm sure there's states where they don't have Sinclair, but there's quite a few Sinclairs all over the country. And well, earlier today, when I saw that we were getting kind of low and I was a little unsure, I thought to myself, well, Sinclair's back in Lodi accepts our card, so Sinclair's out, I would think anywhere would accept our card, and they don't. The one I stopped at earlier today, they sure did. Thanks, Max. That was like right in my eardrum. So, you know, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but then again, lots of things don't make sense to me. Like this dog. This dog doesn't make any sense to me. I just don't understand him. Or he doesn't understand me. It's one or the other. I don't understand why he has to have such a high-pitched bark. It is very loud, I'm telling you. If you were like in like literal earshot of him, you would understand what I'm saying. It is loud and it is ear-piercing, and it will make your ears ring, and it makes my ears ring when he barks like that. Like it actually hurts. That's just that, but that's just this breed of dog. They're all like this. They all have that really high-pitched bark. Wherever it comes from, whoever invented that ought to be shot. Hung. Yep, well, anyways, we'll talk to y'all in about 60 miles or so. See you then. Okay, well, here we are. Welcome to the town of Norfolk.
Steps into South 37th Street.
Hey, look, a roundabout. I love roundabouts. Yeah, okay, not really. I don't like roundabouts at all. I don't know. You know, I guess they're not so bad. Some of them aren't so bad. Like, that one wasn't too bad. Some of them are just really bad. Some of them are just way too little. .06 now. 55 degrees, elevation 1,500 feet. Uh-oh. Wow. About to lose it? Huh? Hung on that long and then you decide to start falling off there. Huh. Well, Norfolk, we got your ground or pulverized talc that we all know that you need so dearly. Huh. Oh, that Walmart right there appears to allow overnight truck parking. I'm almost tempted to go pull in there. Max is. He's like, yes. But there's no grass, Max. There's no grass there for you. Not really. I mean, that's not to say where we're going has grass. I don't know yet. But it has fuel, so I guess that kind of takes precedence over grass. Means that, yeah, we're down back to an eighth of a tank here. Light is back on.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right on Johnny Carson Boulevard.
Yes, you heard her correctly. She said, turn right on Johnny Carson, as in the Tonight Show, Boulevard. Yep. That is what she said. Okay, Garmin.
Say a command.
Stop route. So, I don't know. I mean, was Johnny Carson from Norfolk, Nebraska then?
Turn right on Johnny Carson Boulevard.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right on Tahazuka Road.
Tahazuka. 3 words. T-A, first word. H-A, second word. Zuka, Z-O-U-K-A
In
road.
1/2 mile, turn right on Tahazuka Road.
There you go. Well, they have a Love's here, and the Love's appears to have a bit of grass. You know what? Maybe we'll just go pull in there. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and pull in. We're here at Love's. So. Because I do see a lot of grass over here.
Turn left on Tahazuka Road.
Sorry, Sheila D. I know you've done very well to get us over there at Cubby's, and I know I'm being very disrespectful by going to Love's now. She hates me. She's like, you stupid son of a bitch. And interestingly enough, Love's does not appear to be too busy. Yeah, there is a lot of grass over here. Okay, Max, that's good. Well done.
Turn left
Max,
on
Jesus Christ,
Tahasuka
dog.
Road.
Seriously.
Turn left on Tahasuka Road.
Wow, what timing was that, huh? Yep, so here we are. We've arrived. I gotta let you go. Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome to Norfolk. Thanks for watching Infinity Highway. And we will see you somewhere down the road. Oh, Max? Alright, take care. See ya.